Hello guys, welcome back to my new video of consistency. Mm, So, starting of the video, I'm gonna say I gave up yesterday, uh, the day before yesterday, and today. So it's 3 days of giving up, and the trigger was one thing, and the trigger was one name, and that name was Seto Kenna. I'm not sure. I can't even remember the name, but still, that name triggered each and everything. Triggered each and everything in me, and I lost against it. So I had to say I give up on that. But this is a journey. Uh, this is the thing that I've been telling myself for 100 days straight. Every time I'm giving up. Life is not about giving up. It's about getting up after giving up. It's about bouncing back after giving up. So I'm bouncing back again, even though I lost today as well. So I'm bouncing back again. So I'll let you through my day. So yesterday, as you have seen, as if anyone has, I don't know why I'm saying is if anyone like is asking for attention, like if I'm a superstar or something like that. But although the thing in my mind is won't go off, but in my previous video, I was in my car, and at the same time, the video was like it was around 4 o'clock when I made that video, and I was all I wouldn't say drunk. Actually, I was pretty fresh, but I was all sleepy. Like after I was out of the video, it was so hard to drive. Just came home around 4:30 and slept around nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. And the plan was still there. Like I wanted to go to the Bendigo, but instead I woke up at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I check. I didn't even check the time, the beeline for Bendigo. I just slept without thinking anything. Like I thought, like I'll go in my car. I slept, woke up again, 12 o'clock, and after waking up, started to go getting distracted again, and few hours after I gave up, 2 o'clock, in my mind it started to say like in my, I don't know, it was like I'm telling myself I'm gonna go to Bendigo, but my mind was already like I could feel the difference. Like I could see, I actually realized like there was a fractional difference in what my mind think and what I'm believing in. And what I'm believing in was like I was telling myself that I'm gonna go to Bendigo. Like I was trying to I don't know what can I say for that. Like cheating, not cheating as well. How, I don't know how would I say it, but was like, how would I say? I don't know what the word for it is, but yeah. So I was comforting myself, telling that I will go to Bendigo. Like I was, instead of feeling instead of accepting those things, I was rejecting the thing by comforting myself, not facing the uncertainties, not facing the uncomfortableness, and comforting myself by telling that I'm gonna go to Bendigo. Like it will take 2 hours, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I'll go to Bendigo and watch something, and I'll go back home by 7 o'clock. I was telling myself that, and I went so much into it to prove myself that I'll do the thing. I even asked for a sick leave tomorrow. But anyways, the sick leave failed. It didn't matter to me anyway. But after reading that book, the book which was The Courage to Be Disliked, I realized, like, when we give up, when you do things that we don't do, it's not like we were never meaning to do it. We already had accept that we're gonna do it, and later on we I don't know what the word could be, like we have already decided to do it, and we are just taking it or delaying it that by not accepting it, which is not accepting the uncomfortableness. And the uncomfortableness for me was the situation of how am I gonna face those two people tomorrow whom I said I'm gonna go to Bendigo, or the other lady to whom I said I'm gonna go to Bendigo. I was like, oh, so much planning to it, and how am I gonna see those people? How I'm gonna explain those people that I didn't go to Bendigo, and how would they think of me? I was concerning about those kind of things instead of what would have been better for me. And I realized the vast difference upon me and what I've already decided on. And I feel because if I wanted to go, as soon as I woke up I would have traveled it, but instead of doing that, it has already been 3 o'clock, and I'm thinking myself that I'm going to go to Bendigo. What sort of idiot things like that when you have work tomorrow and when you have to get home by 10 o'clock? Like, that's the now I'm realizing that what a stupidity that I was thinking on that time, and what logical means. What I'm thinking was, if I had someone, or if I had anyone who would do it, or if I didn't have any work tomorrow, then it would have been a good idea, or it would actually been a good idea. But even the craziness sounds like a good idea when there are so many things that that is telling you that you can do it. But I'm such in a creepier situation, like where I'm committed in things, and that I can take out of it. And I'm thinking like I'm gonna do those things. Do those things, and this is what makes me, I don't know. Anyway, but after I realized the differences in me, I accept the thing. I accept that I'm not gonna go to Bendigo now. After that, things started coming into my head, like how am I gonna explain those people tomorrow and stuff like that. But later on, I realized that why am I even trying to explain those people by telling them, let's say, if they ask me, I don't even think that if they are gonna ask me about those kind of things. But if they ask me, did you go to Bendigo? No, I didn't. Why? Because the VLAN got cancelled. This is all the thing that I need to say. This is all the thing that I need to say in my answers, and if they want to ask more, then I can explain some more things. But did you go to Bendigo? No, I didn't go to Bendigo because there was bushfire, and instead of that I went to I went to the park and have some. Now this is what satisfying myself or explaining myself means. This is what explaining myself means, and this explaining myself is the thing that I'm not gonna do tomorrow. This is the thing that I realized I was gonna think pretty bad, and later on, after that, clean my clothes. Put my clothes in the washer and fixed my bed, clean some places. Actually, not clean, like fixed some things, and watched some videos, cooked my food. I was thinking of going to the gym, but I didn't go to the gym, and I didn't even exercise today. So I'm out of consistency on both of them, and I have to begin again. I've been planning on writing what I'm gonna achieve by the end of July in the whiteboard and follow those kind of thing. And I'm delaying on that as well. I don't know why. The last time I was thinking about those kind of thing, and when I started to doing things like that, and it made a consistency to be consistent on that was making these videos, which I delayed around 5 months. Like 5 months earlier, I think about making how my day went in a video and doing it consistently. And that was the first time that I was thinking of doing this kind of thing. And 5 months later on, I started doing this, and now I've been thinking of doing thinking of achieving those kind of thing and writing it in the whiteboard, but I haven't done it yet, and I have to do it as soon as I can as well. Now I'm making this video after having my food. I have to put my clothes to dry up as well, and it's pretty late. I'm even feeling lazy on that, man. I'm being so lazy, I don't know. Anyway, that was all. At the end, I accepted all those kind of thing, which is one thing that I'm hopeful for. I learned something about explaining myself. I learned something about uncomfortable situation. I learned something about why I overthink and why I can why I overthink. And even today as well, I was overthinking about how am I gonna face them tomorrow and stuff like that. But these are all the things that came from one thing, which is I wasn't able to make a decision, or I wasn't able to take the action. And after I took the action, after that I took the decision, everything went back to normal. Overthinking stopped, and I learned something more about explanation, which is good. And I realized that when I usually give up, when I usually do the things that I don't want to do, when I give up against lust, there are things that doesn't go in my way. It's like my past self begins to travel around me, to it gets a pathway to get back into me, and that old self is like comparing myself to each and every one. Even yesterday as well, lately I have never seen my friend was a bit taller than me or was bigger than me or anything like that. But after I gave up for 2 days, while I was meeting him the day before yesterday, I saw him. He was bigger than me. He was taller than me, and at the same time, he was muscular than me, and stuff like that. And there was no need of thinking like that as well. Comparativeness, the comparative complex. These are the things that I have to focus on, and giving up when my old self comes back. This is the thing that I began to realize. I began to realize that I'm inferior and stuff. But the main thing is, I will never be inferior. I'm the best. That's the only thing I have to focus on. And one thing more, I think I talked about it the day before yesterday, but I saw myself more of a narcissistic personality. I don't know if I have said it or not, but yeah. Anyway, that was all for today. There were realization. There were I was able to take some actions. There were lessons as well, and there were so many things that I have learned today, which is a pretty good thing. So even though I haven't done lots of things, I actually had some good experience throughout the day, and that is the thing that I can be happy about. Although I gave up, I was able to learn something new. So at the end, it was a good day, and I'm really grateful for the good days. I'm happy about whatever the thing that went through, happy about whatever the thing happened in my life today, and I don't know how the day is gonna be tomorrow, but I'm pretty happy about everything that I was able to achieve today. And that was all for today. I need to go to work tomorrow. I have to dry the clothes as well. I'm feeling lazy about that, so I might not do it. But anyway, it was all for today, and see you guys tomorrow.